Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to Critical Beauty. Today, I have an amazing guest. Her name is Michelle van der Stoep. She's the current Miss Grand Flevoland 2025, and she will compete in Miss Grand Netherlands 2025. So we're just waiting for her to enter the chat room. If you have any questions for her, please feel free to write them down in the comment section below or in the chat box below, and I'd be more than happy to read the questions back to her. So we're just waiting for her to enter the chat room. And I think I see her now. Hello.
Hi,
Hi, what's up, gorgeous?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. It's funny to see your Zoom name, Zoom Gebruiker.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't say your name, Michelle.
Oh,
It's
I don't know. I just logged in with Apple.
okay. So you don't know much about Zoom, do you?
No, I don't.
Well, glad to see you again.
Glad to see you again as well.
So I can imagine you must be very excited about competing for the second. This is your second time competing for Miss Grand,
Yes.
correct? I remember the first time I interviewed you, um, you were a little bit timid, a little bit shy.
I was, but I'm different now.
You are different now because actually before this interview, I watched our interview, from last year, and I noticed, yeah, that you were something about you that held you back from being more open and being more expressive.
Yes,
Probably 10 months down the road, a lot of things have changed, and I'm sure you've grown more mature and more intellectually, emotionally, spiritually, and physically ready,
definitely.
right? So, as far as preparation goes, how are you doing with your preparations? Tell us a bit about your preparation so far.
Yes, I've been busy since last year because when the finals were ending, I was like, all right, but I know for sure I can do better. So let's prepare like a whole year. So, like you said, I was a bit shy. I didn't really know how to do Q&A and stuff like that. So, I was really insecure about Q&A interviews. I practiced that a lot. I did a lot of live videos this year because I really wanted to make that better. And of course, catwalk, photo shoots, speaking for public, like yeah, I just wanted to prepare on every part, like mentally, physically. So, yeah.
I did see a couple of photos of you and Melissa while she was training you how to walk. But I haven't actually seen a video. Is there like a video of you
There
walking?
is.
Okay,
There
because I,
is.
I need to see them so I can judge it for myself. Okay.
Yeah, I will be posting more content about my catwalk as well soon. So,
Okay. Well, I'm really looking forward to that because, as you know, as the whole world knows, we're talking about Melissa Bottema. She was Miss Grand Netherlands 2023, and she placed fifth runner-up in Miss Grand International
mhm.
2023. That was the first time that the Netherlands made the top.
We will do it again. We
And
will
I'm
do it again.
sure you guys will do it again. And who knows? Who knows? Maybe you'll eventually win this year. All right.
That's the goal. That's the goal. First
Yeah.
golden crown for the Netherlands.
And there's a lot of Dutch women, I believe, are some of the most stunning, most beautiful women in the world. For a small country like the Netherlands, there's so many beautiful, naturally beautiful, mind you. I'm not
Yeah.
talking about girls who have undergone cosmetic surgery or plastic surgery because I don't think plastic surgery is very big in the Netherlands anyway, right?
Yeah, sometimes a few people do, but
Hmm. But
yeah.
have you had cosmetic surgery?
No.
Why not?
Why should I?
Good. Uh-huh. You go, girl. That's right. Why should I? Good answer. I love that. I love that. Yeah, because I noticed too, I don't know if any Dutch beauty queen who have competed internationally had any plastic surgery because you guys look are very organically beautiful, very naturally beautiful.
Well, thank you.
Like you said yourself, okay? And I know I mentioned before that you're not that tall. You're a very short girl.
Mm,
But you're like 155, 56, maybe 165, 167 centimeters.
I'm 170 centimeters.
Okay. With heels?
No, without. So
Okay.
it's not really big, but also not really small.
Right. So you're medium. You're
Yeah.
medium. Which is good because it's pretty much the average height. And I don't think Miss Grand International cares about height anyway, right?
No.
They don't. All they care about is your
Personality.
personality. Of course, well, the four B's. Do you know the four B's?
Oh,
Do you
of
remember
course I
the four B's?
do. I even know the five B's.
There are five now. What is the fifth
Yeah,
one?
behavior.
Oh, behavior. Really? When did that happen? When did they add that fifth B?
I don't know. I saw it coming on Instagram
Really?
someday. Yeah,
That's interesting. Okay. Well, I guess because of all this drama that has been happening in the last couple of years, I guess, Miss Grand, I think they want to make sure that they pick the most well-behaved queen. Okay. You don't have any criminal records, do you?
I don't.
So you're just a very good girl.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're telling me the truth or maybe you're covering something. You're hiding something that you don't want the world to
No.
know.
I'm a pretty good girl. Yeah.
You are? Okay. All right. Well, I know it's about like what, 5 o'clock in the Netherlands. It's Dutch time. I think we almost had the same time interview the first time, I believe.
Really?
I think. Wait a minute, hold on. Maybe earlier, because I remember last time I asked you, is it almost dinner time in the Netherlands? And I think you checked your clock, it was five o'clock. And the interview was almost over. So I think we did an early interview last year.
Ah,
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah. And I remember too that you have a dog.
I do. I still got her.
Is she somewhere in your house? Is she somewhere?
Yeah, she's downstairs with my
She's downstairs?
parents.
Okay, because I have my dog with me. I don't know. She's also in my room.
Really?
Well, see, I have this futon, and she likes hiding underneath the futon. And then she
Oh.
sometimes when I hear some little noise, like what is that noise? Like somebody's scratching, and I don't see the dog. But when I hear that noise under the foot, oh, okay, that's her. She's doing something under the futon. Does your
Oh.
dog does your dog make noises?
She
Is she well
does.
is she well behaved? Like you?
Yeah, but she sounds like a little pig sometimes.
A little pig? Why does she like oink oink?
Like, I don't know why. She is a Labrador, you know?
A Labrador.
Yes, but I don't know why she's making that noise.
Wait, what breed is your dog? It's a
Lab,
Labrador?
yeah,
What color? Because I love labs.
she's blonde.
Oh, just like you.
Yeah.
Okay, people, Labradors come in three colors: blonde or yellow, chocolate, and black, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're an amazing breed. They're very hyper. They're very energetic.
Yes, just like me. That's
Oh,
why
wait,
it's
so
such a good match.
so does she like sleep in your bed or does she have her own bed?
No, she has her own.
She has her own
But
bed.
sometimes when my door is open, she just walks in and like jumps on the bed to say good morning. So,
Oh,
yeah.
that is so sweet. Yeah. Yeah, my dog, she has so many beds.
No.
We have like seven rooms in the house and there's a bed for every room in the house. She
Oh, but
also
that's the cutest thing ever.
she also gets to lie on the couch and she sleeps with us in bed. Yeah.
Oh,
She's right in the center between me and my partner. She's right there in the middle. Yeah, and she loves it. Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah, she's our little princess. So what is your dog's name?
Her name is Tessa.
Tessa?
Tessa.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it's
I
like
like
a
that.
human name. I don't know. We always call dogs like humans.
Well, because my dog's name is Willow. She's her complete name
Oh,
her real name is Princess Willow because I treat her as a princess.
but I love that.
Yes. And I liked Willow because the willow is like the willow tree. They're very graceful and also they're very beautiful. They have the beautiful flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I named her Princess Willow.
No.
Princess, she can never be queen because there can only be one queen in the house.
Slay.
Now, okay, so you're prepared with your walk. You think you're very 100% confident with your walk,
Definitely.
both the evening gown and the swimsuit, right?
Hmm.
Hmm. So, what about your introduction? How are you? Okay, give us a sample of your introduction, please. The grand style.
You
Yeah,
know, they call me Miss Hairflip as well.
because you like to flip.
So that's a little hint.
Okay, all right. Well, give us a sample of your grand introduction, and then do the hair flip.
You mean like just
Yeah,
do the
when you're
L?
competing already. Yeah.
All
Now do it
right.
now.
Okay. Michelle van der Stoep, Miss Grand, Flevoland!
So you're not gonna do one of those like really crazy, like funny walks, like the Miss Grand Thailand girls do.
I will,
You
but
will?
I won't tell yet.
All right. Well, we're all looking forward to that. I'm sure it's gonna be really. Wait, so last year I think there were like 16 contestants, but now there are only 13. So
Yeah,
there's
there
less.
were like 15 when we started, I think, and we
Okay.
ended with like 13 or something.
13. Okay, so there's probably less competition, you think? Because there are two less contestants this year.
Yeah, but it's a good group.
Are there any new girls competing?
Yeah, but also like girls who already participate in other pageants.
Oh, okay, like Supranational, maybe Universe,
Yeah, Miss Charm as well, Miss
Miss Charm.
Intercontinental, Miss Beauty, Miss Universe, stuff like that.
Okay. Now, are there, besides yourself, are there other return contestants this year?
Nope,
You're
just
the only
me.
one returning? Ooh, how
Yeah,
exciting. Oh my God. Because I know last year you were fourth runner up. Okay. And then the winner was Ashley. We all know that. And then the first runner up was Josephine. And Josephine
mhm.
was crowned Miss Supranational Netherlands.
Yes, I'm so proud of her.
Yes. So there's a possibility that you could take it all this year, darling.
Let me just take the grand crown for now. And then later we can do supranational or another one.
That's true. But since this is your second time competing in Miss Grand Netherlands, I think your heart, you want to spend all your energy and your effort in winning Miss Grand
Definitely.
Netherlands, right? Because I think you have that, as you mentioned earlier, you have that personality, to compete on the international level. Last January, the current Miss Supranational from Indonesia visited the Netherlands.
I know.
Did you meet her?
No, I was asked to walk that show as well,
Hmm.
but unfortunately I wasn't able to join. I
Oh,
was really sad about that because I also really wanted to meet her, of course. But yeah,
so you never met her in person?
no.
Oh, that's too
Yeah.
bad. Yeah, that's too bad. Now, the current Miss Grand International from India, do you know if she's visiting the Netherlands anytime soon?
I didn't hear anything about it, but it will be a dream come true if she
Oh,
will
for
visit the
sure.
Netherlands.
Yeah, I feel bad for her actually because she's like stuck in India and
Yeah,
she's not really doing anything much, you know. And I feel sorry for her. I think the reason being, I think something has to do with her visa. I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
maybe that's why. And of course, there's this war going on, between India and Pakistan.
Yeah.
So that maybe also contributes to the problem. But hopefully she's safe, her family is safe, and
Yes.
everybody's safe. Okay. Now, okay. So as far as the swimsuit competition, do you feel that you're 100% confident with the way you look, your body, your physique? Because you look as if you lost some weight.
I did.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, I have been working out for I think half year, maybe a bit more.
Mhm.
At the personal trainer who is also a sponsor of Miss Grand Netherlands. And he is just amazing. Like he taught me so much, like mentally and physically. And I lost a lot of weight and I just, yeah, I feel better now, like in my own body.
Yeah,
So,
when I compare your video, your picture right now, your image right now with that from last year, I do see some difference. Good difference,
yes,
by the way, good difference.
thank
Now,
you.
besides going to the gym and working out, do you have a special like diet planned to, I mean, describe to us your typical diet, like for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
It's like different every time
Mm.
because sometimes you lose a bit too much, and then he's like, you got to eat a bit more of this, and then you can lose a bit more, and then he's like, you can like switch it up to this. So one time it's a wrap with chicken, and the other time it's like a salad, and then in the evening it can be pasta or
Oh no, you eat carbs?
mm, I can.
Really? Okay.
Mm.
But not too much though.
No, not too
All
much.
right. Now I heard that I think do you know the American actor Will Smith?
Yeah,
Like big, okay. Because he's into all his physical fitness, he goes to the gym a lot. And he said that if you want to lose weight faster, do not eat carbs after 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
really?
Yeah, because carbs are the hardest to digest, especially when you
Wow.
eat them, especially when you eat them in the evening for dinner. Yeah. Maybe eat carbs for lunch and then maybe for dinner, try something light like soup or
Mhm.
salad. Okay. Now, when you eat your salad, do you add dressing, salad dressing?
No, actually, no.
Really? Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because some salad dressing contain a lot of like fat,
hmm
oil,
I
uh,
know.
like chemical preservatives that you can't even pronounce. Oh, that's one rule of thumb that I have. Every time I go to the supermarket and if I want to purchase something, I make sure to read all the ingredients in the back. If I see one or two words that I cannot pronounce, I'm not gonna buy it.
That's the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, because I mean, if you can't pronounce what the hell is this word? It looks like it's definitely artificial. Okay, it's genetically modified. Now I know in Europe, uh, GMO foods are not very they're not very popular. Like genetically modified foods, I think there are regulations or laws in Europe that that uh that do not allow the consumption of genetically modified foods because they're not good for you. They're not very healthy, right?
Yeah.
So that's another thing. If you see a label that says GMO, forget it. All
Yeah,
right.
no.
Don't buy it. No. Everything has to be fresh, natural, organic, right?
We love that.
So you have a beautiful skin. How many like glasses of water do you drink a day?
I have like a big bottle that can
Okay.
have like 1 liter. So I drink like two or three of them.
Ooh,
Yeah.
really? Okay, that's good. I know from our last interview, I think you mentioned that you prefer tap water to mineral water. Do you remember?
I think so, yeah.
Tap water.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know the quality of tap water in the Netherlands, but I would think it's pretty good, right?
Yeah,
It's clean.
Yeah,
It's
it
safe.
is.
It's safe. Now, speaking, okay, I want to know because every beauty queen has their own skin regimen, like how to take care of their skin and beauty regimen. Describe to us your beauty regimen. Like the first time when you wake up in the morning, what do you do with your face? Tell us.
So to be honest, I don't do too much. I just do like how do you say? Um
Just soap and water?
I can't find the word.
Okay.
uh cream. Cream?
A cream.
Yeah,
Okay. So you
cream, just
Mhm.
cream.
In the
How did I not
morning.
find this word?
So
Just
wait. So
cream.
but do you still wash your face though with water?
Yeah, I do. I
Okay.
just wash it with water and then
You apply the cream.
yeah. And that's pretty much it. Then I do my makeup.
Wow. Okay. That's very, very simple. Because I know a lot of women spend at least an hour in the bathroom.
I
Like,
know, but to be honest, if I do too much with my skin, I get a lot of pimples.
oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I don't do too much because redness, pimples, I don't like that.
Well, I don't think anybody wants pimples and stuff and everything because
No.
yeah, I know there's certain products that can cause the breakout of pimples and acne, but you don't have any pimples right now, do you?
I don't think so.
No. Okay. Even if you have any, they're not very visible, very close up. Are you are you using any coverage
Just like foundation and
foundation?
concealer.
Okay. We all need a foundation. We all need coverage.
We all do.
Especially when we're competing on stage, also doing interviews because you never know the camera could do a close up of your face, and,
Yes. And I have like a big light here.
and if there's a pimple on your nose, people are going to be very critical and they're going to bash you on social media.
They
So
better not.
get rid of that
I'm
pimple.
still a human though.
That's right. Okay, so in the morning when you wake up, you go to the bathroom and you just wash your face with water followed by cream.
Mhm. And then
Oh,
just body lotion for the body.
okay, but you still have to use certain products to protect your skin from the sun. Do you use any products to
To be
protect your
honest, only if the sun is really shining.
Okay.
Then I put sunscreen, of course.
All right. But you know what? According to dermatologists, it's always a good idea to apply sunscreen, even though
I
you're not
know.
going out in the sun. Because even if you're inside and there's a sun, the rays of the sun still can penetrate your skin. The SUV ray, the UV rays and whatnot. Did I say SUV? That's so stupid. I meant UV rays, the ultraviolet rays, okay, can still affect your skin.
I
Okay.
know.
Yes.
But if I got it right, it's already in my cream.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
So yeah, make sure to get cream that is multifunctional, that moisturizes your skin and that also protects your skin from the sun.
like that.
Yeah. And there's so many good products right now. Have you heard like 2 months ago, I discovered this line of skincare products. It's called Geek, Geek, like Geek, which is
No.
English slang for somebody who's intellectually nerdy, like a nerd.
Okay.
Okay. Geek and Gorgeous. Check out their website. Everything about them is natural and organic, and they're
Oh,
based.
wow.
Yeah, the products are made in Hungary. It's a Hungarian company. Yeah.
Wow.
So I bought some products online, like skincare, like because I have a very oily skin. Like I have the T
Ah,
zone that's very oily. So I bought a product that would prevent more oil from showing in my T zone. And also serums. I love serums.
yeah. I really need to get that.
Yeah, vitamin C is good for you. I use vitamin C. I use peptides serum. Peptides is good if you want to improve the collagen on your face
Ah,
because as we grow older, our skin starts to sag. Okay, you see all these wrinkles and lines, so you want to use peptide
where?
serum I have right in my
I
eye.
can see.
Well, because it's because of the camera and stuff and everything. But there I have like fine lines around my eyes now. So I use peptides to diminish the appearance and also my forehead because in my forehead I have this two lines, what do you call 11 lines. Okay. Actually, 2 years ago I had Botox for the first time.
Really?
Yeah, to get rid of my 11 lines. But Botox only lasts like 3, 4 months.
Yeah.
And now my lines reappear. But you know what? I use Botox only if I go to a special event or something. I don't use Botox like every
But
day.
you still look great without.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
And of course, cream. I'm heavy on moisturizer and also, oh, do you exfoliate your skin? You need to exfoliate your skin at least once a week. Do you know what that means?
No.
You need to scrub. You have to use a scrub
Oh, yeah,
sponge to
I do
exfoliate
that.
skin, to get rid of your dead skin cells
I
because you
do.
want
Also on my body.
on your body the whole thing because you want new skin cells to grow. Yeah, and I mean your skin is very glowing. You have a very glowing skin right now.
Thank
Love it.
you.
Yeah, love it. Okay, let's talk about your teeth, honey. Are you happy with your teeth?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just they can be a bit wider, I think.
Yes. Do you drink coffee or tea?
Nope. Tea.
No. Okay. Tea.
Only in the morning.
Okay. All right. Because sometimes, or do you eat chocolates or sweets or candies?
No, almost never.
Oh, good. Good. Well, especially when you're competing, it's not good because we all know what sugar can do to your body, honey, and also to your skin.
I know.
Mhm. Girls out there competing, avoid sugar at all costs, okay? Especially like 6 months before you compete internationally.
You can eat after the finals.
You can eat after the finals. You can binge on donuts and cakes and other pastries, after the pageant, but not before or during the pageant, okay? And also don't drink water 24 hours before the pageant because
Really?
when you drink water, it's gonna show in your swimsuit. You're gonna get bloated because
Really?
look at water. So instead of water, I recommend cucumber because cucumber it'll satisfy your hunger and also it contains a lot of water. But cucumber water will not make you look bloated on stage, whereas regular
So
water
put
will.
cucumber in water or just eat
Just
cucumber?
cucumber because cucumber is 99% water anyway.
I'm
Yes.
gonna try that. Thank you.
And also, cucumber slices are good for your eyes.
Yeah.
If you want, especially if you want to get rid of that tired look in your eyes, like eye bags and whatnot, they're very, very essential. All right. So, people, cucumber, eat your cucumbers now. Now, so before you go to bed, you have all this stuff on your face. What do you do? Tell us about your regimen before you go to bed.
I take micellar water. Do you know?
No, What's
And
that?
then you don't know?
No.
It's
What kind of water?
water, but special water, I guess. I
Okay.
don't know if there's an English word for it, but I put it on. Uh,
Spray bottle?
no, I don't know how to say. Why can't I find the words today? So I
Oh,
just
you have
clean
hot
my
water.
face
Okay.
with the micellar water, and then it's clean.
Wait, so you don't use those wipes, those towelettes?
That's what I meant.
Oh, okay, the
That with
towelettes.
micellar water, then I take it off, and then I put my evening creme
Cream. Yep.
cream. Yeah,
That's it?
that's it. Like I said, I don't do too much to my skin because then I get pimples, breakouts, and redness in my face.
Okay. All right. Well, that's pretty simple.
It
That's pretty
is.
simple. Okay. Now, when you sleep, do you wear some sort of like an eye mask?
No.
No, because everything is dark, right, in your room.
Yes, I have
Okay.
like a special thing before my window,
Uh-huh.
and it makes like my room darker than dark.
Let's say, what if you have difficulty like falling asleep? Like, what do you do?
Oh, if I have that, I just try to breathe different and like really listen. to the way I breathe.
Listen to the way you breathe.
Hmm.
That's
And that
fascinating.
helps. Yeah.
Wow. Because usually when I have a hard time falling asleep, I just listen to my favorite music on my
Really?
headphones.
If
Yeah.
I do that, I want to dance. So that's not.
Well, it depends on the music that you listen to. But if you're listening to like classical music, because classical music really helps me fall asleep because it's very relaxing, it's very soothing. And then sometimes I forget to turn off to remove my headphones. So 7 hours later when I wake up, like, what the hell? What are these headphones doing in my ears?
That song will
Oh, I
be in your head
forgot.
for the whole day.
Seriously, right? It also helps to have my dog lying next to me
It's
because she
because of
makes,
the warmth.
yeah, the warmth, and then when she's relaxed, I feel relaxed, and vice versa. Yeah, so I love having her right next to me. Good, good. Oh, people are watching. Thank you, people. You're watching. We have
Thank
somebody.
you.
What's this? The wolf-eyed girl says, "Hi. Hi, wolf-eyed girl. How are you?" Adrian says, "Hello, Queen. I'm Adrian.
Hi.
For you, Queen Michelle." Our good friend Ralph says, "Hello to my friends Rafa and Michelle. Good luck at your upcoming pageant, Michelle." Ralph is such a
Thank
wonderful,
you.
sweet person. Thank you, Ralph, for that greeting, and I hope you're doing well. Yeah, so yeah, of course, Michelle's gonna do great. Now, when you mentioned earlier about the Q&A and the interview part, what are you doing to improve your Q&A and your interview skills?
To be honest, plan a lot of lives and then just go for it. And then every time I watch back, and then I'm like, all right, I can change that. I can change that. And then I work on it. And then the next life, I watch it back like, did it change or can I do even better? And then better, 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 better.
Mhm. What, okay, what are some of the questions that you find very difficult to answer? Like if
In
they
the
ask you that
beginning,
question on Miss Grand in the Netherlands, I don't
in the
remember.
beginning, it really was, why should you be the next Miss Grand Netherlands? Because I was like, all right, I always the kind of person that's like everybody deserves it, but I want it the most. So yeah, I at first I was like, that's the most difficult question they can ever ask me, and now I'm like, I can do it.
Um, I I think I asked you last time, right? Why you wanted to become Miss Grand Netherlands 2024? Do you
I
remember?
don't even remember my answer then.
Really?
Yeah. Do you remember what I answered?
Um, I'm trying to remember. Hold on. I know you were very excited about competing in Miss Grand Netherlands. Ah, you know what? I now remember. You said something about you're determined to bring unity, well-being, and a place for people in need, something like that.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, to be honest, that answer is so-so. It's not, it doesn't have any impact.
Yeah.
So you want to be able to respond in a way that would really draw the audience, especially the judges' attention. Okay. And I don't know about if they still continue with the Stop the War and Violence motto. Do they still have the Stop and War Violence, or they dropped it?
As far as I know, they still do.
They still have it? Are you prepared? Did you prepare your little speech?
Yes. I'm still working on it,
Okay.
but I got it mostly.
How long is the speech?
I
1 minute?
think around 1 minute.
1 minute?
I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. I think it should be limited to just 1 minute anyway, tops.
Yeah, because if you speak too long, people are like, all right.
People get bored. People like
Yeah.
whatever, and they start looking at their iPhones, la 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 la, not listening to you. And I noticed some judges do that too. Instead of listening to the girls, they get bored and they start looking at their iPhones. rather than
Really?
yeah, rather than listening to the girls on stage. I've seen it many, many times. Yeah. So
Mm,
you don't want that to happen. You want to be able
no,
to maintain a very impactful speech. It's all about how you speak, how you use your voice,
that's true.
and how you communicate with your eyes, because you have the most beautiful eyes, and
Thank you.
you want to be able to look the judges straight in the eye and tell them, listen, this is what I'm saying. Listen to me. I am your queen. I am your new Miss Grand Netherlands. Okay, this is why you need to send me to Thailand for the next pageant. Okay, so that is your goal. All right, hey
Definitely.
girls. Now, as far as evening gown goes, have you chosen your dress?
It's done.
It's
Like,
done.
since a few days. They have been working on it for a few months now, and it's finally finished. So it will almost be in the Netherlands, and I can't wait to try it on.
Wait a minute, it's made outside the Netherlands? Let me guess. Is it Vietnamese designed?
No, though there's a lady who started a business here with dresses,
Okay.
but she has like her sewers in Africa.
Really? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
wow. Okay. Are you gonna tell us the color or anything?
Uh-uh.
So, wait, is it I know pink is your favorite color.
But we weren't allowed to wear pink.
Why not?
We have like an
A
how
theme?
do you say? Yeah,
You have a
theme.
theme? Okay. What's the theme?
Yeah. Well,
Go green?
it's green, blue, silver, gold, or nude.
Okay, because last year I remember you mentioned one of your favorite colors is blue. Do you remember? I said, for blonde girls, the colors that look best on them are either pink or royal blue. I
Uh-huh.
remember. Okay.
But my dress was already being made.
Wait, so how much of this decision making involved you? 100%? Was it you who decided on the style and the color? Really? Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. Um, so what about the shoes though? Are you going to be wearing how high are the heels going to be?
I think 15 centimeters.
How many is that in American inches?
Um,
Five
I
inches,
don't
maybe?
know.
Oh, because we don't use the metric system in America. Okay, everything is
Ah,
English. I
I
would
don't know
probably
for
say
sure.
like maybe 5 inches, maybe.
I
Yeah.
think so. You see the picture of me,
Uh-huh.
that height, I think.
The height. Okay. All right. All right. So you're gonna look really, really tall on stage, especially now that you've lost weight, you're thinner. Because when a person is thinner, they look taller. And anything when you're thin, whatever you wear looks good on you when you're thin. Yeah, you can't say that with fat people. Sorry, but that's the truth.
No,
That's the
everybody
truth.
looks gorgeous.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, not to me. Ba-dum-bum. Well, beauty is subjective. Okay, beauty is subjective. But anyway, oh, somebody play with Vihan. Hi, Vihan. Namaste from India. India's
Namaste.
watching. Hi, Michelle and Rafa. What are you doing to improve your English language skills?
Ooh, that's a good question. To be honest, my English is pretty good, if
Mhm.
I say
You're very good.
myself.
Yeah.
What I do is watch a lot of TV in English and then know subtitles.
Hmm.
And I listen to a lot of English music. And like my phone settings and stuff are always on English. So I my English is almost better than my Dutch.
Well, you speak at least two languages, like
I do.
English and Dutch. Yeah. Do you speak French?
No. Just I'm like I can
German?
say a few words in
Okay.
different languages, but not speak a real
Not fluently.
language.
Yeah. What about German though? Isn't German taught in the Netherlands?
Mm. I was really good in German,
Hmm.
but if I'm being honest, I'm not anymore.
Because you speak more times speaking English.
Yeah, I never speak German,
Yeah.
so I just lost it.
Okay, that's fine. I studied German when I was in college for like a year. From a grammatical standpoint, it's very easy, but I don't like it when the verb is always in the last part of the sentence because when you're trying to translate from German into English, you have to wait for the verb in German
Yeah, it's true.
to be stated. So that's the challenge. Vihan, oh, this is a good one. Vihan says, artificial intelligence is a great way to prepare your answers. I totally, totally agree. Totally agree. Um, do you use Chat GPT?
I must say, I started using it
Okay,
because also I wanted to improve my Q&A,
right,
and I found out that you can do Q&A training with ChatGPT.
right, right,
Yeah,
exactly.
so I said like I'm participating in Miss Grand Netherlands. Can you help me to practice Q&A? And it answered like, yes, of course, we can start. And then he asks questions. I answer it my way. And then he's like, wow, it sounds great, but you can improve it by doing this or this.
Isn't it amazing how
It is.
technology has improved so much? Wow. Okay, okay, Chat GPT and other forms of artificial intelligence programs are great, but there's also the risk of us depending so much on these tools
Yeah.
that we actually allow them to control us. So we can't do that. We should still own them, not the other way around. So
Yes, definitely.
people out there remember that. Okay, I know robot we're now dominated controlled by robots, but we cannot let these robots and other artificial intelligence programs to dominate us, to rule us.
No.
It should be the other way around. Okay, people. Just
Listen to him.
wait. So, what about is there a costume segment for Miss
No,
Netherlands? No. Okay.
no.
So it's just the usual swimsuit, Q&A interviews, intros, what else? Evening gown. That's it. Basic.
Pitch. We also do our pitch on stage.
Your speech.
Yeah. And we have a Barocco.
Yeah, which is
It's
a
with the
sponsor, which is one of the
jewels.
companies, right? Yeah, they have great they
Yes,
have great jewelry. I saw the
I know.
pictures.
You see that earrings I'm wearing on that picture?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's Barocco. Yeah,
That's Barocco.
yeah, yeah.
So
Beautiful.
yeah, I guess there will be a top five if they do it same as last year.
Hmm.
And then the top five will walk a whole Barocco show on stage as well during the finals.
Hmm.
So hopefully I will be there, of course.
I think you will be there. I think you will be
I
there.
hope so.
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of any other girl, to model. You, Josephine, you're the other girls from last year, who went. Kim, who else? Is it Rosalie? Rosalie is going to be there too. Yes. She's competing for the first time this year, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Vienna also says, oh, artificial intelligence can also personalize your answers. Yeah, that's true. They can personalize your answers as well.
Yeah, they
So
do.
yeah. He's saying, I think Europe will win Miss Grand International this year. Crossing our fingers. I hope you're right, Vihan, because European women, girls have been very, very competitive in the last 3 or 4 years. And I mean, have you been following Miss World this year?
Yes.
A lot of beautiful European women, very
Yes.
strong.
I know.
Very Miss World Netherlands, she's also very strong.
She is gorgeous.
Hmm. And of course, our lovely Josephine, who's competing in Supranational.
Yes.
And of course, Mr. Supranational Netherlands is also very strong.
Yes.
So yeah, Dutch people, the Dutch beauty queens and kings are very, very competitive this year. Now, as far as your advocacy, because I know remember last year, what was your advocacy? Is it the same advocacy as this
I
year?
changed it.
You changed it? What do you
Mm.
have now?
So it was Turn Pain into Power, and it was really about mental health. But I wanted to do it more into the war and violence. And I was like, how can I make a combination of that too? So now I help war survivors by finding hope and purpose in life again.
You mean people who survive wars? Interesting.
Yeah,
Now,
like in the Netherlands, we welcome people who have survived war and we help them here.
like refugees. Or
Yes,
Mhm.
but I believe we can do more, like not just like welcome them in our country, but we can help them find hope again and we can help them find a new purpose in life because that's what we all want, right?
Exactly, exactly. I know the Netherlands, I has a long history of rescuing people who survive wars, refugees as well. And it is one of the most generous and kind, charitable countries in the world. But because of politics, there are some. I'm sure there's some Dutch people who are very cautious about receiving what kind of refugees they want to receive in the Netherlands, because some refugees come from countries where their culture is not very tolerant of, let's say, gay people, um, women. Sometimes they treat their women as second-class citizens. So you really have to be very cautious as to what kind of refugees you want to take in. And let's be honest, okay? We, the Netherlands cannot receive every refugee that's
No, we
escaping.
are not that big.
No. I mean, I live in America. We can't accept everybody who wants to come to America. It's the same thing with Germany. It's the same with Korea, Japan, everywhere. It's just impossible. It's just impossible. It's unfortunate, but that's reality. So not only that, but you don't want a foreign culture to dominate Dutch culture. So if you're going to receive refugees from other countries, make sure to educate them about Dutch culture, about Dutch values, and turn them into Dutch people.
Yeah,
Okay?
but
So
first, let
yeah,
them find hope
yeah, yeah.
because they have gone through a lot
of course, I totally
and a
agree.
lot of traumas and stuff like that.
I totally agree. It's the same thing in America. We welcome refugees. We give them all the basic needs that they want, healthcare, housing, education, and whatnot. Help them stand on their 2 feet. And then once they're fully adjusted, then they can do whatever they want. You know, so that's great. Um, Vihan says, Rafa, why contestants from Latin America are always weak in Q&A? You know what? I don't know. I think it depends on the question, though, Vihan. It really depends on the question. Because I haven't met any Latin American beauty queen who is not very good in Q&A, because it's part of their practice. They take years and months and months and months to practice every competition. So I think they do generally quite well. Nawat wants a blonde to win Miss Grand. That's why he made the reigning winner blonde. Really? I
Well,
thought
I'm right here,
yeah,
so
yeah.
call me if you
You're
need
looking
me.
you're looking at the new Miss Grand International right now from the Netherlands, Michelle. Oh, if you're talking about Rachel, I think Rachel wore a wig
Yeah,
because
she did.
she mentioned in her stories that one of her idols is Sabrina Carpenter. Sabrina Carpenter is a popular American
I
singer
know.
who
I
is
love her.
blonde. Who is blonde? Okay, so I think that's the reason why Rachel turned blonde. But she was wearing a wig. Actually, it doesn't
But
look like
it
a
suits her
wig.
really good.
It looks her very it fits her
Hmm.
to a T. Actually, she looks pretty with blonde, but I though I do prefer her natural dark
Yeah,
hair,
me too.
because with dark hair she has the most stunning green eyes, and they pop
True.
out with dark hair. You don't see that with blonde hair, so that's great. All right, that's interesting observation, Ron. Now, okay, are they going to be roommates, do you think? Are you guys going to be like, how is the pageant this year going to be set up for Miss Grand Netherlands? Last year, you stayed in a hotel.
Mhm.
You didn't stay in a hotel?
No, no, this year
So
also not, I
the
think.
pageant was held in a hotel, correct?
Uh,
Or was it a regular theater?
yeah, it was, yeah. How do you say? The hotel was next to the
Okay.
location. Yeah,
Okay, so you guys can just walk. Okay, good, good.
but I lived close, so I was like, let's sleep in my own bed, and then
Okay, well that's good. You don't want any roommates, right? You want your own room. I would want my own.
yeah, I love roommates. I love them, but if I can sleep in my own bed, I love that as
Of
well.
course. Yeah, yeah. No, I prefer to have my own room because I'm a very private person. Good, good, good. Now, okay, when you were fourth runner-up last year, did you receive any prize? What was your prize?
My sash
That's not a
and my
pri-
title.
that's not a prize. I
That's
mean,
a
like, no,
prize to me.
no. Robin and Stefan, what are you doing with your girls? Okay, you need them to give them real cash. Okay,
No,
at least a
they
trophy
are
or
doing a
something.
lot to for us already. So
I'm just kidding. Robin turned 60
I know,
a
right?
couple of days ago. Robin,
I
belated
thought he
happy
turned
birthday.
50.
Belated happy birthday, my good friend. You don't look 60 at all. You look so young,
No,
youthful, you
he
know.
looks amazing.
He's just adorable. I met him in in Thailand. I not in Thailand. I met him in Las Vegas when Miss Grand International 2016 was
Wow.
there. Yes, he actually noticed me first. I was walking inside the elevator, and then I heard my name, Rafa. Is that you? And I turned. Oh, are you Robin? Yeah. So we
Oh,
started talking, and I also met Stefan. Of course, they're just the best national directors
I know, right?
that anybody can have. Robin and Stefan, you guys are amazing. You guys are doing a wonderful job running Miss Grand and Miss Supranational and other pageants in the Netherlands. You guys are the best. So I cannot imagine Dutch pageantry without the both of them.
Well,
They're
me
just
neither.
they're just simply amazing. So kudos. Hopefully your contestants, your candidates, will win, will place. I'm sure they will place at least
I will.
in every. She will. She will. Now listen. So before I let you go, is there some message that you want to say to your beautiful fans out there watching and your
Well, of
followers following
course,
on social
thank
media?
you all so much for supporting me always, loving me always. I mean, lots of love for you always. And I will make you all proud. I promise that. And I just can't wait for finals.
Me too. Hopefully they're going to live stream it like last year, right?
I think they will, but I don't know for sure.
Okay, all right. I think they will. Robin and Stefan, you owe this to me. You need to live stream.
To everyone, like I can't say to my fans, like, there's no live stream. You can't watch me.
I think you don't have any choice because I think Papa Nawat wants all Miss Grand pageants to be live streamed, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, like last year for a lot of exposure. So you better live stream it this year, okay? And we're gonna watch. We're gonna watch Michelle do very well, and who knows, maybe win Miss Grand Netherlands 2025. So what are your plans for the rest of the day? It's Sunday.
My grandparents are downstairs,
Okay.
so we're gonna have a barbecue.
Okay. Are they gonna watch? Are they gonna attend the pageant?
Yes,
They will.
they just bought their tickets.
Woohoo!
Yay!
What about Tessa? Is she going to?
No, unfortunately, dogs aren't allowed.
I know, bummer. Such a bummer. I hope they allow dogs in every public establishment. Okay. I mean, they allow dogs in cafes and restaurants in France and other countries. They should do the same thing too. Everywhere. Okay. Well, listen, have a wonderful Sunday. And it's so nice to be able to chat again with you. And I'm very, very confident that you will do very, very well. And just keep practicing with your Q&A. Try, listening to other beauty queens in the past, how they would answer to how do they answer the questions and whatnot. And just, but most importantly, just be yourself. Just
I
be
will.
yourself.
I always will.
That's the only way, is be yourself. You're looking for authenticity, and I think you're very authentic. You're not, you don't come across as fake. You're
No.
you're
Thank you.
very right, people. Yeah, she's not fake. Okay, she's very natural.
I'm
Okay,
just real.
she's a real thing, people. All right. So I'm gonna include your social media account in the description
Thank you.
box below. So people, critical beauty viewers, people, please follow Michelle on her journey to Miss Grand Netherlands 2025. Wish her the best. Wish her good luck and whatnot. And just send all this wonderful, beautiful, positive, grand energy on her way. Okay. So
Thank
thank
you so
you.
much.
You're welcome. So I'm gonna send you virtual hugs and virtual
I
kisses.
sent you as well.
And we will see you hopefully during the live stream of Miss Grand Netherlands. Okay.
We will
We
put
will
in your agenda.
and keep keep washing your face with water and cream.
I will.
And sunproof screen, sunscreen.
Everyone,
Everybody, eat properly, exercise. Okay, do everything right. All right, drink lots of water. All right. So we'll talk to you soon. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
thank you so much, you too.
Thank you, people. Bye. Take care.
You too.